And good afternoon, everyone. The Beast, Brian London, coming to you from outside the Schwartz Center and the Heck Center down here at the University of Miami. A little bit of a rainy practice this morning, a little bit delayed start because of the weather that's we had in the area, but they got a practice in. We got out there early, saw them going through some unit drills. Saw linebacker Thurston Armbrister, Susan Miller-Degnan, everyone, from the Miami Herald. Susan Miller-Degnan. Making funny faces. Saw them going through some drills. Linebacker-wise, really interesting. The depth chart comes out last night, and Thurston Armbrister and Figueroa are co-starters at the outside linebacker, and neither of them were wearing a black jersey. So while they're co-starters, they're still in green. So that was interesting to see. Also, you saw Ladarius Gunter as a co-starter with Artie Burns, and neither of those guys were wearing black jerseys. So they're co-starters, but right now they don't have that coveted black jersey on. Really not much else to see out at practice today. We really were only out there for a short period of time. There was good emotion out there. Seemed like the team was hustling around, playing a little Drake, a little Eminem this morning out at practice, so that was good to see. Meanwhile, the only real news that we got from Coach Golden today, Rashawn Scott, the wide receiver, with that shoulder/collarbone injury, it should be back around, before, or after, somewhere near the North Carolina game. So that's about as specific as we could get. We got a chance to talk to both coordinators today. James Coley says there's a whole heck of a lot of the offense that he hasn't shown yet, and the reason why is, one, Stephen Morris told us they basically used 3 or 4 plays. I think he was kind of using some hyperbole there, but 3 or 4 plays against FAU, and the Florida game, they went really ultra conservative after the game kind of unfolded due to the nature of the game and the tough spot the defense gave them from Florida. So because of that, they didn't really pull out all their bag of tricks. So there's still a lot of offense to go, which is good. I think those of you that have been complaining you want to see more creativity, that's going to come. Although I'm not sure we're going to see it this week against Savannah State, because why whip out stuff that you don't have to against a team that's given up 4 million points in the last 3 weeks. Also, we talked to defensive coordinator Mark D'Onofrio, and we talked about, the Hurricanes are ranked 2 in the nation in red zone defense. Granted, it's a small sample size, but he says, listen, if you go back and look at our stats, that's the one thing we've done pretty consistently over the time that we've been here. They were ranked 2 years ago in red zone defense, and it's just a philosophy that they instill in the guys to don't worry about where you are on the field, don't worry about some 60-yard run that got you down into the red zone as a defense. Just worry about down and distance right now. Worry about the play that you're playing right now, and don't worry about anything else, because he said it's too often guys will think, oh no, where our backs are up against the goal line, and they'll start freaking out and not play their technique, not play the where they're supposed to play and what's called on that deal. Also, talked to Tyreek McCord, and he said one of the best things about this defense right now is that they have depth, that there's second and third string guys that can come in, and really there's not a huge letdown. He said that's something they didn't really have last year, and what it is, and you saw in the Florida game, it allows everybody to be fresh if they can rotate guys in, and when you're fresh in the heat against a tough team, you saw that in the past. That's how those Miami championship teams won a lot of games, because in the third and fourth quarter, they had guys that could come off the bench and be completely fresh and dominate other teams that were getting worn down in the South Florida heat. So that was pretty huge. We also talked to Stephen Morris, as I said, and he said he's still working on his footwork. His footwork is still something that he wants to work on. He needs to improve his consistency, and he said that he's done that over the bye week and going to continue to do that as the weeks go on. That's about it from down here at the Schwartz Center. I'll be on the ticket tonight at after Marlins baseball. Oh, by the way, speaking of which, you see the shirt I'm rocking, the Be Strong. This is Boo Boo Chic, which is created and run by former UM baseball player Richard Giannotti. How about that fun fact? So check him out at Boo Boo Cheek. This is not a paid endorsement. I just happened to whip this t-shirt off the ground this morning because it was clean. In any event, we will see you next time. Check out all the stuff on CaneINsider.com.